It's a scary thing because you're getting into somebody's car, you have no idea.
You could be taken against your will at any point in time.
He sugarcoated it so well that we didn't really know that he was a pimp. We were gonna be prostituting.
It was basically me trying to get them attached to me so that ultimately they can give me some money.
He told me everything that I wanted to hear.
I mean, I've watched a person put a gun in their mouth and pull the trigger, and I couldn't do anything about it. And I'd almost done that.
I was already sexually active and looking for attention from guys. Easy picking.
Actually, girls have surpassed the drug trade industry. So it used to be drugs were the #1, and now girls are.
And the average age at which they start going into this life is 12 to 14 years old.
He used to drive me around the hills. He would tell me that one day we're gonna have a house. He told me everything that any girl wants to hear.
I would look for shy ones, those who couldn't look me in my eye. I would look for those who are in a bad place or a bad situation.
The most likely targets are foster kids, homeless kids, pregnant kids, and runaway kids. And then any kid who plays on the internet. Well, doesn't that open a big wide door?
And the average age at which they start going into this life is 12 to 14 years old.
They're looking for children. So boys or girls that are being raised by single moms. That's who they're looking for.
Most of the guys that we talk to that have purchased these women, they started out all being addicted to pornography, because what pornography does is it makes you stop viewing a woman for who she is and who God created her to be, and starts making you look at her as an object. We're starting to see the end result is a nation of women that are being trafficked, because we have a whole generation of men that are addicted to sex, addicted to pornography, and want instant gratification.
The focus can't be not looking at porn. We have to be elevated to a greater purpose. Our purpose is to motivate and encourage men to see themselves differently.
I knew what I was doing was wrong. I kind of felt convicted, so to speak. And so then that kind of almost started kind of like a war within myself, whether I could look at it or not. And it was just always kind of a constant battle.
And we don't want to invite men into the white knuckle club. Okay, I'm gonna change, I'm gonna fight porn. I hate porn, I'm mad at porn. I'm mad at porn, I hate porn, I'm gonna fight porn. I'm gonna fight porn with the frustration of my failure. I'm failing in porn, but I hate porn. We're not gonna win that battle. We don't want to call men into some battle of hating porn. We have to call them into loving people. Love women.
Our ladies that are being trafficked and prostituted are being raped and abused and beaten multiple times by multiple perpetrators.
There was several occasions where, I had one guy run up and snatch the necklaces off my neck and run off, and then several guys who wouldn't give me the money, and so there was an altercation, and then I would get beat by Scotty. He would hit me in the legs or slap me, but then he would be really sweet to me, and it was really twisted.
I'll never forget one of the nights, I believe there was 5 of them, and all 5 of them took a turn and I didn't move. I didn't say anything. I just laid there.
I would avoid going to get tested because it's scary. It's one of those things where it's like, if I do, I don't want to know.
I did it the wrong way and I didn't get any money.
At 14, she started running away. I remember trying to make her feel special because I knew she felt different. Always let her know how pretty she was. Always let her know how special she was.
I was a master manipulator. I would sell a big dream. So I would find the broken parts of you and I would try to rebuild that part in my image, basically.
He instantly picked me up, handed over the money, and I was like, whoa, every dollar you want? You want all of it? And again, that's when another part of it was okay, this is what it is. Took me a while to not really catch on, but really get into it, and actually, once I got the taste of the money though, then it was okay.
A pimp is a trafficker. And a trafficker is somebody who is making the victims do this conduct against their will, exploiting them in a way, making slaves out of them.
I got pulled over on one of the dope runs, and the second officer got there, and he started questioning me. And so finally, he gave me his business card, and he said, if you ever need any help, please call me. And it was probably within 2 weeks when is the first time that I reached out to him.
I wanted to feel wanted and worthy of being with one man that wanted to be with me and only me. And with the life that I was leading, that was not gonna happen. That wasn't reality.
As far as your status in this particular world, I'm telling you that I'm going to prosecute you, and I'm going to try to get the greatest sentence on you that I can get. And we just don't have any sympathy for the likes of you.
Had a reporting of over 300 kids missing a month through law enforcement, and they had no one out looking for them. I actually would go out on the streets, and I would try to find the missing kids.
A lot of these young girls need someone there to support them who will stick by their side all the time, unconditionally, with no judgment, who understands them.
There's a point for survivors in which it's common for them to want to give back and for them to want to help others. But we also want them to know that they are more than just a survivor, like that they have skills and traits and abilities that might be useful in other ways that are also equally fulfilling to them, so that they don't feel like, again, trafficking or something associated with it is all that they're capable of being part of.
Knowing and remembering that that's who I used to be. I cannot, I don't want to start crying, but it's so crazy. I don't want to start crying. It's just so crazy to remember that Sydney and then to see myself now.
Those choices that you made they don't affect you and they aren't holding you back. I didn't realize the freedom that I have now. I didn't realize that I was still bound up by those memories, by that shame and guilt. It's not your fault.
I was worried about catching something or someone doing something to me, harming me, killing me, anything, whether I was walking the track or meeting them in a hotel and they're taking advantage of me, raping me. And by the grace of God, I'm healthy and I'm fine and I'm here.
What can be done to combat this horrific evil? You can help by contributing to this important documentary, where we not only are going to identify the problem of human trafficking and sexual slavery, but we also will help and rescue as many victims as we can. Please visit my website at marycrowley.com. Together, we can make it happen, one victim at a time. Thank you.